something big requires some time. And
the other worry is...
The idea to begin with, you are only 2 months away from the election. Even if you play it well, South is only 130 or 140.
No, but in those states
Rahul,
it may do well.
Rahul, can I just make a point? If in Karnataka they've swallowed the poison chalice and had to drink from that one, it is because they know that if they lose Karnataka, the BJP, the whole Modi wave that begins to shrink, because at 25 seats, it is the one that tilts decisively in terms of if moving from, say, whatever figure that they have now, if they are 303, if it starts dropping like they had last time, they lose a lot. So that is why you will see that they are so concerned. Look at they are willing to compromise, whether it is in Bihar, as we've seen, in any of these places, despite the fact that they seem invincible. The BJP is insecure for whatever reason, and it is showing up in these places.
I actually don't think it's insecurity. I actually now am convinced the BJP, as you saw with Mr. Modi talking about 370 and 400, it's like pushing your troops to try and conquer what is seemingly impossible. So you say Karnataka, okay, people are saying we are going to lose there, put all your might in Karnataka. The Prime Minister's repeated trips to the south, at a time when, you would have thought they would say, okay, South is an area where we will not do well, suggests that actually they think South is a growth area. It's fascinating.
Okay, so one seemingly impossible thing, but why not? When you are talking about the possibilities, if the BJP can go all the way to bring the JDS, if the BJP can go all the way to bring Nitish Kumar, why nobody is talking about possibility of BJP and BRS coming together?
Look, the BJP at the moment, the BJP is hunting for allies all over. The BRS is a potential ally, but I think they see Telangana as one of the states where they want to grow in the future. And to grow, they have to finish the BRS. See, once the regional party is finished, make it BJP versus Congress in Telangana, advantage BJP. So that's the one reason why they may hesitate from taking on the BRS. And Chandrasekhar Rao is a wily leader. I think Kumaraswamy is desperate.
But Rajdeep, correct me, Raj.
No, I just want to make a quick point to what you made.
Yeah.
The fact is that Modi came into Telangana for an election campaign and said that KCR approached him to help out his son, and so there was this talk of an alliance that was building over there. Yeah. And of course, as we've seen, they've patched up with JDS.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. So the point which
Rahul, Telangana is fascinating, but we need to move on, because otherwise we'll get caught in the politics of one state, and then people in Andhra will start feeling bad, and that's never a good idea when you're discussing Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. So Andhra Pradesh on your screen next. 25 seats here. I look at projected vote shares first. The YSRCP of Jagan Reddy had 49% vote share last time. That's projected to come down to 41. That's 8 down from the last time. But the TDP, which was at 40% the last time, is now expected to go up to 45. Remember, we had Chandrababu Naidu meeting the Home Minister recently. Are they picking up signals which before this poll the others hadn't, but BJP obviously had its own polling on the ground? The BJP had very little vote share, it's just marginally expected to go up. The Congress had very little vote share, marginally expected to go up. But the big change there is, for the first time, we are seeing the vote share of the YSRCP since Jagan led his party to power after that famous Padyatra, lesser than the TDP, a 4% gap, converted into seats. Fascinating here, very, very fascinating, because remember, Chandrababu Naidu was really given the rough end of the legal stick recently, and there's a lot of talk amongst the TDP supporters that there is sympathy on the ground there. That is reflecting in the numbers for the first time, because from 0 the TDP is projected to go up to 17. If you ask me, of all that we've seen, this is the one number that pops out of the screen and grabs my attention.
My sense is Mr. Amit Shah has got a sense of what Yashwant Deshmukh's poll was suggesting. Because why is it?
Sanjay Kumar is surprised. He's the ulta
because you've got, before I get, because you see, Chandrababu Naidu was there.
Clarification, Rajdeep.
Yes.
Is TDP only TDP or
TDP plus Jan Sena, obviously.
Plus Jan Sena. Is it Jan Sena also in TDP?
But you see, the thing is that you've got a party whose leader, Chandrababu Naidu, has been knocking on the doors of the NDA for months now. And the NDA wasn't opening the door. Suddenly at the Ram consecration ceremony, you see Chandrababu Naidu there. Now Chandrababu Naidu's come back to Delhi, and apparently there are two views within the BJP. How far should you go to completely embrace him? But I think the BJP wants to be clear. They want to be with the winning side in Andhra Pradesh. And the Andhra side also wants to be with the BJP, because you need help from the center. So if these numbers are right, One of the alliances we could see in the next couple of weeks is TDP.
No, but remember, Jagan is also meeting Amit Shah. So now we don't know.
I'm just saying these numbers. These
The
numbers
BJP has both the Andhra balls up in the air. They can decide where they want to go.
No, the thing is that BJP cannot decide who forms the government in Andhra, because I think the real battle there remains Chandrababu versus Jagan Rahul. But with these numbers, the BJP will be tempted to go along with
Yashwant Deshmukh, this is the most fascinating insight of all that we've seen so far. The Telugu Desam, where many people had started writing the obituary of Chandrababu, political obituary of Chandrababu Naidu and his party, pops out. Jagan Reddy, who so far is busy, and I'm sure he'll be watching this, so we should be just slightly mindful of what we say, busy projecting invincibility, is suddenly seeming on shaky ground. And how does this then impact potentially the assembly election, which will also be held at the same time?
I think the problem what Jagan Mohan Reddy is facing, not that his own personal popularity has taken a hit. I think the problem is there is a huge number of non-performing MLAs and MPs. The anti-incumbency at the micro level. In your view, is the assembly
mood also the same?
Yeah, I mean that's what is happening right now.
You're sure about that?
Unless he changes,
no,
big
because you don't know for sure, because this is a Lok Sabha poll.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But do you think it indicates assembly mood also?
I'm getting the indication of that same as well. Unless he changes huge number of sitting MLAs, chops the tickets and gives fresh faces, he has a problem even in the assembly.
What's gone wrong for him? You met him recently. What could have suddenly gone wrong? Because this was not the situation in the last MOTN. So it's obviously changed just in the last 6 months.
Look, the fact is, Andhra polls have always been closely competitive. Even when Jagan lost in 2014, it was a very wafer-thin margin, especially in terms of votes. So both sides have strong vote bases of their own. If the Kapu vote, which comes in through a Jan Sena, gives you an accretion, it helps Chandrababu Naidu. My sense is I would not write off Jagan Mohan Reddy. He's done a lot of welfare schemes. He's banking on welfare schemes, the sort of Modi model taken into the Labharti model at the state level. But there is also a sense that many of his MLAs have been distant from the voters, have either been accused of local level corruption. He's changing 60 MLAs out of 150 that he won. So there's a clear sign that he also recognizes local anti-incumbency.
So I have a theory. If it's as tight as this and the TDP is bouncing back, whichever side aligns with the BJP, potentially Amitabh Tiwari has the advantage in Andhra Pradesh. Would you agree?
With one caveat before you go to Amitabh. Remember, there is a solid 8 to 9% minority vote that's Muslim, plus a large Christian vote out there. And in a way, many of Jagan's advisors have been telling him, let Chandrababu go with the BJP, it'll allow you to consolidate that vote. So it's a gamble.
Counter to that, I mean, there is another set of data which generally, I keep on mentioning, I mentioned you Punjab, Tamil Nadu and Kerala. I did not mention Andhra Pradesh in that. Even though Congress and BJP both are out of equation in Andhra Pradesh, but Pradhan Mantri Modi's personal popularity in Andhra Pradesh is way more than Rahul Gandhi's. So what I'm simply trying to say, even though BJP has no equity whatsoever over there are certainly emotions attached on the Congress, anti-Congress and the old fault lines that the political fault lines are. And one recent development is Jagan Mohan Reddy's sister going to Congress. Now, if from here onward, Congress gains by virtue of Karnataka and Telangana just even 2-3 points, that entire vote block is going to come from the Jagan Mohan Reddy because they share the same vote. So the Congress jump is only going to damage Jagan.
See, BJP has a problem of plenty here, so it will choose whichever party is going to win more or higher number of seats. However, as you mentioned, Andhra is one of the few states where simultaneous elections already take place. And generally what happens is that whatever is the result in the Vidhan Sabha election is reflected in the Lok Sabha election. Andhra 2014-19, Telangana 2014, Odisha 14-19 and Sikkim 14-19. So this could be reflective also of the YSRCP facing pressure or anti-incumbency even at the local level. I can tell you one
thing very clearly. Chandrababu Naidu is going to be on India Today television very soon. The TDP already picking up these numbers. They are flying with them. This, frankly, Rahul Verma, is the first piece of good news they've had for a party. And I think this is where legal overreach always is double-edged. You think you're killing your enemy. It can potentially create sympathy and can help your opponents bounce back.
Again, something you should know, right? Anyone who's in politics knows this. But then politicians also are humans. They have egos, they have anger, right? And they, in their overreach, try to do something which may backfire. So we don't know whether TDP's gain are actually coming because of that legal overreach. This might also be happening because Congress might be gaining certain votes, which is coming from Jagan's party. And
no, but that's overhyped. From 1, if they're going to 3, that's only 2% up. You can say it's 2%. The Jagan Reddy is losing 8% vote share. Only 2% the Congress has got extra from the last time. So remember, Jagan Reddy's graph at this moment is very clearly coming down. That's what this data represents. There's no running away from it. And Chandrababu Naidu would be doing a bit of a dance right now, Sanjay.
But BJP's overtures towards Chandrababu Naidu also reflects, the BJP and Prime Minister Modi. He wants to get a foothold in southern India. Because, you see, if he's comparing himself with Jawaharlal Nehru, with Indira Gandhi, with Rajiv Gandhi, with this Congress Prime Ministers, you cannot be a Prime Minister of India and, 100
but it also
sit out of his bounds.
But it also shows flexibility again. Here is a leader who 5 years ago tried to lead the opposition charge against Prime Minister Modi, spoke angrily against the Prime Minister.
Nitish did the same.
And you're willing to embrace them all. So I think the Prime Minister is very clear that in politics there are no permanent friends or enemies, something that the Congress could learn. Think about it. Jagan Mohan Reddy comes from a Congress family. What stopped the Congress in all these years from making at least one solid overture to him to try and embrace? What do you do instead? You send his sister to contest against him, which clearly for him is a red rag. You've actually, according to which he said in the interview to us, you've divided my family. So any question of
his family is already divided.
No, 1 minute. What stops the Congress? It's been 15 years now almost since Jagan left. You could have made
an ego. There's a difference.
Yes. No, my point is
the Home Minister often says,
BJP is ready to make that extra step of flexibility.
Because the Home Minister often says, and the Prime Minister believes this, that power में होंगे तब अपनी ideology को हम implement करेंगे ना power में ही नहीं है तो कैसे implement करेंगे? Whereas Rahul Gandhi says power is poison. I think that is the fundamental difference. Rahul Gandhi says power is poison.
Rahul made a very good point. An ideological party. BJP claims to be an ideological party, but is a party of power. The Congress claims to be a party of power, but is now under Rahul Gandhi trying to become a party of ideology. That I want people who are going to fight the RSS, come what may. So you've got a remarkable shift where the BJP wants to be the party of power.
But Rajdeep, there's a very big difference. Yeah, everybody knows what the BJP's ideology is. Half the congressmen don't know what the Congress's ideology is. They don't agree on the same ideology.
Rahul,
so that's the reality.
Let's also admit Congress does not have ED.
Sorry?
Can I
Congress does not have ED.
Sure, the ED is a factor which we will discuss, of course, but that's a separate factor.
One small point about TDP. See, even in 1999 and in 2014, TDP only came to power when it aligned with BJP. So TDP never came to power.
I was trying to
on its own. So TDP has never won on its own.
That's a very remarkable point, Rahul. Thanks for putting it, because in 1998 election, in the undivided Andhra Pradesh, BJP on its polled almost 20% votes, which forced TDP to join hands with BJP, and he swept again in 1999. So he made a very remarkable point.
But can I make a distinction between Chandrababu Naidu and NTR? NTR had the power to win on his own. Chandrababu Naidu, when he took over the party, was not able to do that. That's the difference. Chandrababu Naidu has needed an ally. NTR did not need allies.
That's true. But every time he has won, he has come along with the alliance of the BJP.
TDP 2 months ago was thinking of joining the India Bloc alliance. After the 3-0 drubbing, it has again changed its mind. So the regional parties, hawa kidhar beh rahi hai, are very cognizant of this.
And there's another little piece of trivia, Rahul. There are two wings of Prashant Kishore's IPAC. One wing is with Chandrababu Naidu, and the other wing is with Jagan Mohan Reddy. And a few weeks ago, Prashant Kishore was allegedly on a flight with Chandrababu Naidu or his son, and all speculation sort of arose in Andhra. Is he going to now align with Chandrababu Naidu? He says he's not. But if these numbers are true, he clearly knows who's on the winning side.
Jagan didn't give the NOC.
But are you surprised with these numbers? Are you surprised at all with these numbers, Sanjay Kumar?
No, about Andhra, we are all discussing TDP and YSRCP. But we are not discussing Janasena. I think Janasena is very important. If you just pull out Janasena from the TDP
how much
alliance,
is the Janasena vote?
It's roughly about 4.5%. But if you pull out Janasena from the TDP, then Jagan Mohan Reddy is back in the game. That is so sure. And
it is a situation like Bihar. Nitish Kumar at the center. There are two other players. like RJD and BJP on one side, whichever side Nitish Kumar goes, that party gets.
But it's fascinating. It is a fascinating verdict.
I want to go across now to Tamil Nadu. And Tamil Nadu is the one state where the UPA or the India alliance, at least at this moment on the surface, looks settled. The turbulence is on the NDA side because the AIDMK and the BJP are now separate just at this moment, and this game is changing so fast that I don't want to end up saying something which makes us look silly a few weeks down when people look back, because that's the way everything we're saying is just commentary at this moment. Things, of course, can change. So here is Tamil Nadu. I'll start with the vote share numbers first. So the NDA projected to be 15% vote share. The India Alliance from 53 to 47. This is largely the DMK and the Congress and some of their smaller allies. Now you've got the AIDMK in the others, which is now expected, the others together are expected to be 38%. Let's look at seats. Yes?
In the others, actually AIADMK is also there. A lot many smaller groups are there who are not yet aligned. So we do not know which side will they be in. So a lot of this AIADMK on its own is hardly about 30% at this point of time.
So 8% are the others, 30% is the AIDMK. Okay, here is the conversion into seats. Now again, the second state where there is some good news for the opposition alliance, because like in Telangana, this time of course is the India alliance. They had 38 seats the last time, expected to go up to 39 this time. The BJP, while it may gain vote share, not expected to win seats in Tamil Nadu, and the AIDMK had just one seat. That too could come down to 0. So Tamil Nadu looking strong. Does the DMK stay fully with the Congress, or could there be a twist in the tail there also?
I think, Rahul, I'll be very surprised given the statements that Stalin has made at the moment that he will also switch sides. There's the ED factor that our friend Rashid Kidwai mentioned. Yes, there are a number of DMK ministers under the ED scanner. But I find it difficult to believe that it will happen before the election. What happens post-elections, we don't know. If the Congress completely collapses, many of these allies of the Congress today could go in different directions. But I think there's a general sense, and the poll may well bear it out, Yashwant, that this is the one state where the Prime Minister's popularity is much less than it is nationally, even though he's made the effort repeatedly to go to Tamil Nadu, to identify himself with Tamil culture, the Singal, when the new parliament was inaugurated. So the BJP, as always, continues to see Tamil Nadu as this sort of bridge too far, which they want to one day conquer. But
no, look at the effort he makes with the Kashi Tamil Sangam.
Yeah, but my sense is the AIDMK's collapse over the years has only consolidated the DMK and has put the BJP in a difficult position. Do we try and occupy the opposition space, or do we tie up with the DMK in the future?
Either ways, the vote share increase is not going to result in the seat conversion. So
is there a vote share increase substantially?
Yeah, it's a vote share increase substantially. It could be further because, as I said, many of those smaller splinter parties might still go this way, that way, or the ND way. We do not know.
No, is the BJP gaining or is the AIDMK gaining this plus 3%?
It's the BJP gaining. AIADMK is going down and down and down all the way. And by the way, AIADMK is counted in others in this calculation. It's not counted in the NDA vote share for that.
No, but
so you're saying a 15%, just a minute, you're saying a 15% vote share is principally a BJP vote share?
BJP and the other perceived alliance partners of the BJP. And that's not a very big number. I tell you why. In 2014, BJP actually contested with his alliance all alone, not being part of AIADMK or DMK, and they polled 18%, which is a decent enough number. But that vote share, just like Kerala, as I mentioned, BJP almost touches approximately 20% in Kerala.
In Lok Sabha.
But in Lok Sabha, but 0 seats. It doesn't really matter. 3 states where Prime Minister Modi has actually bent over backwards, I would say, in order to accommodate the political sentiment, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Punjab. The gap is reducing. They are having a growth of organic level, I would say, but unlikely to convert into seats.
Rahul, is there any possibility there's a buzz that the Prime Minister could contest from Kanyakumari as a second seat?
No, so
there's a buzz that he wants to bridge the north-south divide himself. 1 seat in the north, 1 seat in the south. Possible?
But Rahul Gandhi also showed some sense of weakness when he picked Wayanad. The Prime Minister may not wish to go only for the reason that if this north-south divide picks up and for some reason they end up on a shaky ground, you don't want to expose the man who's supposed to be invincible to any form of threat. Therefore, will they take that risk?
No,
they will go
so.
all out to shore up their fortunes in Tamil Nadu. Remember, the BJP is the only party at this moment which has a 20-30-year horizon on things. When I speak to top BJP leaders about, say, the strategy for Tamil Nadu, or say, why don't you just patch up with the AIDMK at this moment, it might make it easier. They're saying, you know, we want to end Dravidian politics. Not just about coming to power at this moment, it's also about a larger political, social, ideological fight where we want to integrate the country. I mean, at least they're talking that language and then pushing in that direction.
Right.
Oh, now, like the Chinese have a 20-30-year horizon, the Congress don't even know what they're doing tomorrow.
Raj, where do you therefore see the DMK being? You know, if these numbers hold, the DMK will presumably be, if not the second largest party, certainly the third largest party once again. Does the DMK remain where it is with all the ED pressures that we speak about? Other allies are slowly drifting away from the India alliance? Or is there, you believe, a chemistry with Rahul Gandhi and the Congress that Stalin intends to cement?
I think you have to look at what he gains. If it's only the ED that is putting pressure and how deep that pressure is, one has to look at. But
Funding?
yeah, but fundamentally, Tamil Nadu doesn't believe in this one nation, one party, one nation, one language. So there's been that protest going on from the 60s. The more the BJP tries to emphasize all these things, and let's not forget, Prime Minister Modi had, you know, as part of the temple run, went right down to Tamil Nadu and did two temples out there to assure them that, look, we care as much not just of the Ram Mandir, but all your tradition and culture. So at the moment, I don't find the reason why Stalin should be switching unless there's some inside information.
No, also given the comments that Udaynidhi Stalin has made about Sanatan Dharma, I presume the BJP can't be then seen to be embracing them right away.
Yeah, and the Tamil culture and the fact that anti-Brahmanism had ruled for, and continues to in many senses, it's going to be difficult for the BJP. It'll get this 10-15%. Mr. Modi's popularity is there, and we need to see that.
Okay, let's turn then to the final state in our southern sojourn, which is the lovely state of Kerala that often marches to its own beat. Take a look first at vote share. If elections are held in 2024, what happens in Kerala is the UDF, that's the Congress-led front, 46% vote share, LDF 32%, 14% back, NDA 17, others 5. How is this translating into seats? Well, it's virtually a repeat of 2019. Once again, a clear sweep for the Congress-led UDF. The best news for the Congress so far, apart from Telangana, is coming from Kerala. 18 to the UDF, just 2 to the LDF. But remember, both are part of the India alliance. So
no, but it's a big change from 2020, Yashwant Deshmukh, where you had the LDF come back to power. Now you've got, for some reason, very clearly in a Lok Sabha context, anti-incumbency against the left and very strong pro-incumbency against the Congress. And if Kerala was India, Rahul Gandhi would be Prime Minister.
Absolutely. If Kerala was India, Rahul Gandhi would have been not only the Prime Minister, he would have been a Prime Minister with Rajiv Gandhi kind of majority. But having said that, I think 2019 numbers also came after a victory of left front in the assembly elections. And so that way, Kerala is a very much split vote. Because they are voting for assembly level separately and Lok Sabha level.
No, but what explains that vote, Rajdeep?
you know, it's very interesting. A few days ago, Kerala left leader told me, why does Rahul Gandhi have to contest from Wayanad? Can't he choose any other part of the country? We are his staunch allies in the India alliance and he's coming to take us on in Wayanad. So I think there again, people...
He looks like a strong force in Kerala.
No, so therefore, you see, the Congress is seen as a national party in Kerala. The left is seen as the regional party of Kerala. Mr. Vijayan is seen as the prominent chief, the number one neta of Kerala. There may be anti-incumbency brewing against him also after 8 years in power. But I think the main reason is the belief that the Kerala voter sees the Congress as a national alternative to the BJP.
GVL Narasimha Rao is now with us. GVL, the BJP was trying very hard on its own through the RSS to win something in Kerala. Yashwant's data suggests it's a bridge too far for this election.
No, I think we are very confident of winning some seats. I will not say we'll be a big force in this election because Kerala doesn't election to election, the swing is not more than 2% or 3%. Kerala is a state that moves very slowly. But certainly in this election, we are confident of winning.
And what about Andhra Pradesh, where the Home Minister and Nadda ji met both with Chandrababu Naidu, also meeting with Jagan Reddy? What's cooking there?
I think these are political meetings that happen during election time.
Khabar
But
do na,
certainly, no, I think you won't, until anything is final, I think you will not know.
So you're flirting with both parties, essentially?
No, we have got support from both the parties as far as parliamentary strength is concerned. But as far as elections are concerned...
But Naidu betrayed you. Would you take him back?
I think these are decisions that party will take at the highest
You come
level.
from the state, it's your patch.
No, but these are political
That makes
calls.
it even more difficult for him to commit, because it's his own patch.
Rahul and Rajdeep, you see, there are no emotional decisions here. Political decisions are always based on wisdom, political wisdom and political sagacity. Because you accused me, you made some comment against me, or you called me names in a rally, therefore I will not tie up with you. That's college level politics. We are
Can I just take it around this table though to ask that, since we spoke of college level politics and Kerala's strong student movement, how many people on this table believe that Rahul Gandhi made the right decision by choosing Wayanad, or was it escapism? Did Rahul Gandhi escape from the reality of